Greetings. Salutations. Welcome back, everyone. We are here to play some more Star Rail. Some more Honkai Star Rail today. We just got the new update out. Where is it? The Traveler, I suppose, is one of the places. With the finest duel under the pristine blue Xianzhou roads. The Luafu's Rodance quest. I'm excited to do that. We might check out other related things, I don't know. Mouch has a new character. Mouch has... what was it? Imaginary hunt character. And we have new banners. Now, as for the new banners, I am actually extremely torn about the two characters on the banners for this patch and the two characters for next patch. One of them, the wind destruction or something character, I don't care about. The others, all of the others I kind of want a little bit at least. So I need to make a decision. I like Yunli. I like her sword forging. I think that's cool. But the biggest thing is I actually like counterattacks. Counterattacks I find to be a ton of fun. I do have Clara, so maybe I don't... one could argue that I don't need more counterattacks. One could argue that, one could make that argument. That said, I don't make that argument myself. I'm not making that argument. I am not putting all of my Stellar Jades into Yunli. But I'm not putting none of them either. I'm thinking like 10 or 20. Just see, give the banner a chance to give me Yunli, you know, just give it that little chance, but save the rest for the other. We have two fire characters coming up, and I love my fire character. It is not optimal to just go for characters that are fire because they're fire, but I don't care. They're fire. We're going to just do like 20. Wait. Ooh. Wait. Come on, give me just Yunli with just that. Come on, I don't want a standard right now. Don't do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you joined with the perfect timing there. I don't think I want to do any more wishes because... oh, ropes. If I do any more ropes, I could waste... I don't want to get Yunli now because now I actually have a guarantee to win my next 50-50. I think I want to use it on the fire guy coming up. I can't even remember his name. Oh, I want Yunli because I just love counterattacks. So conflicted. Okay, wait, let me actually count. How many? I have 6 there, and the problem isn't that we have one fire guy coming up, it's that we have a fire healer. I want both the fire nihility character and the fire abundance character, both of them. Partly because actually I can show characters. I mean, wait, is there any way to sort? Okay, I have every fire character, and I love my fire characters. And I've still been trying to make a Mano fire team work. So I want all of the fire characters I can get to make my Mano fire dream team come together. Yeah, I think the optimal choice is... Okay, I'm going to think it over. You feel like I want to commit out, and hey, it's in my name. I'm a Dellog Blastspark. It's always fire characters and fire magic and such for me. It's a way of life and gaming. And I got someone's idol on. Wait. Oh, Bailu's here. I feel bad. Bailu is by far my least used 5-star. I don't even have a light cone equipped.
Is like a dream.
Okay, I'm going to think it over for a bit. We're going to start the quest, and I'm going to think about if I want to do like maybe a couple more pulls on Yunli's banner.
Phew.
I don't know.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou Luofu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
So I looked at the timeline feature they added, which I love that feature.
It's been a while, my friends on the
And
Astral Express.
I think
How's
if I'm
your
remembering
trailblazing
right,
expedition going?
this is actually taking place before we went to Panacon.
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be
think-
holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Trailblazing is all about having fun. I'm still recovering. It's about having fun.
Why
Sure.
not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
Blast? Expedition?
Blast. Oh, I like the
Yeah,
sound of that.
Wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
So we should leave
I
March
mean, this
behind
is
to
right
take
up
care of
my
the
alley.
Express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
ceremony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
Yeah?
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and Cloud Knights.
Sounds
fought
like I
against
was
the
wrong about
abominations of
the
abundance and protected
order of
the
things.
Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests.
Let me check
Nothing too
that
different from
timeline
the
again in
Tykean
just a
Roboball
minute.
contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame
Yeah,
Hyda's
it'll
help,
be a little
I
bit
was planning
before we
to
get to
deliver some Leviathan
Amphorius.
fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may
Yeah?
take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not
No
going
brown
to the
one.
Lawfu.
Sorry.
Being
there.
an adult
There
means
we
maintaining
go.
relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So, here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lawfu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile,
Okay.
you, March,
Wait,
and
is
Don
Pom
Han
Pom
will
coming?
represent the Express
Is
and attend
Pam
the
Pam
war dance.
coming up? The
What do you two
Express?
think?
Wait, did I misunderstand actually? Wait a second. Yeah, never mind. Sounds great, let's split up.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lawfu.
Off we go! Optional discuss with the other members. Walt!
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
The conversation... Come back soon.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Cool. Neat. Fantastic.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danheng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lawfu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Lawfu by yourselves?
Oh, I mean, we did that already,
think so.
Jan Han.
Plus,
We've
Mr.
done
Yang
it
is
before.
right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended. And both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Lawfu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Okay. Yeah.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories.
I'm hoping I missed.
You know?
No, I think we're. What I mean to say is, I think we'll be getting a new zone to explore in the Xianzhou Lawfu. So here's something for all of you, a poem by March 7.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem.
Why
I
not?
was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock.
Nope, none
This
of
trip has
that.
been incredibly smooth.
Indeed.
Quite
it
unusual,
has.
I must say.
Definitely unusual. We're so easily pleased, I actually feel sorry for us.
Such is the fate of us nameless, I suppose.
Oh, Yanqing! I think in the story we've still yet... Unless... No, I can't remember any part in the story where the Trailblazer hero has at least in the story I've played, let me correct that. That Kalis has met Yanqing in person. Dellog, I said the Skyfury Commission's noticed that the Express has docked on the Xianzhou. Are you guys on the Luofu already? Which is actually kind of funny because he's the first 5-star I get, I think. Just got to Skip Haven. The General sent me to welcome you all at Skip Haven. See you in a bit. Sure thing.
Is the Starskip Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear it.
Oh, let me actually switch to one of my decent teams in case we get in a fight. Follow up, oh Firefly. Or Mano Fire. Yeah, Mano Fire. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even update my Mano Fire team. Never mind. We're not going with the Mano Fire.
Anything.
Yanqing said General Jin
I
Yuan sent
haven't
him to
used
welcome
Mano
us.
Fire in a bit.
Where is he?
Let's wait.
Hey, you guys!
Whoops.
Hold on a moment.
A Papashi tourist.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou LeFou?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it.
No kidding.
We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Ah, sure,
We
that
just
makes
left
sense.
there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You've come to the right
Exactly.
people.
We're Xianzhou experts.
Sort of, kind of.
Most of the tourists
Not
around at
exactly.
the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
But you can get
I've
some
heard the ring was
fantastic
actually
material
converted from
for
a
Dream
huge
Babbles
decommissioned
here.
Luofu fighter jet.
So it's even bigger than the Radiant
The
Feldspar?
Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love
I
these
think you
kinds
can
of
get
dream
plenty
bubbles
of
the
those here.
most.
You're the expert here.
What?
Give them some suggestions.
Why am I the expert here? We have Dan Hannes with us this time. How about Ambrose Lauber?
Hey, that's a terrible idea. You'll get them arrested.
You're joking, right? How about giving us some more practical suggestions?
Wait a sec. Maybe it's not such a terrible idea after
Oh.
all. No risk, no reward. Come on, let's go climb that tree.
Up you
Slow
go.
down a bit. Wait for me.
Hey, wait! Just think
We
about
don't
what
have
you're
any
doing.
Intellitron or Papashi
Don't mention
characters,
our
do we?
names if something goes wrong. Oh, I hope they don't get into trouble. This is nerve-wracking.
I don't think we do,
Yanqing's
at
here.
least.
Oh, really?
Off we go.
Here you are! Everyone, this way! Hey everyone! It's been a while.
It has. In fact, I still can't remember any instance of us meeting you in the story.
Since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Oh, there's a poster for Blade
We've
right
only been
behind
away
him.
for a few months.
Long time no see, Yanqing.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danheng. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Sure.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like
I
you three who've
assumed
come
it
from
was
afar.
like annually
With the war dance
scheduled
coming
in
up, there's a
another.
huge number
Didn't
of
he just
visitors pouring into the
schedule it?
Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to
No.
keep the security tight. The general
see.
said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis.
I mean, yeah, a good
It's a way to showcase our
celebration.
martial spirit, reassure
Yeah.
people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace.
I
By
think
the way,
I feel like
the
the
Xianzhou
boost
Alliance places
morale
great
is the
importance
most
on this ceremony,
important part
too.
here.
The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Zhumin?
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knight's
I
armaments.
do love the flash
The
forging
Xianzhou
thing
Juming
that
both
Yunli
skilled
does.
craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. Ah, if only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on cloud 9.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear
Palace
about
of
how the Express
Astrum?
has been doing.
What's the Palace
It's
of
funny how he
Astrum?
tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Yeah. I'll just say yeah, he's adorable
I
at this
agree.
time.
All units, assemble
what?
quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
Oh, is it?
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
It's like whatever you feel will happen. Yo, just jinxed us out.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Yeah, we can help. Assume it's Mara? No, it's not. Wait, maybe it is.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Very cool. Ah, very cool. Enemies with this smoke can enter the Moon Rage state. Moon Rage? That's cool. And we're now getting a werewolf character. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units. That can trigger Moon Rage. Okay. When a Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, a Moon Rage countdown appears on the action order, and the countdown's tune begins Moon rage is dispelled across all enemy units. Okay.
Listen, why are there Boris in here? This ends now.
Yeah, let's move it over there.
Your answers?
Actually, this might be a little...
I'm sorry. 0 points.
There's multiple waves of these, right? I just... Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Truth and falsehood.
Yeah, that was... a little wimpy.
Not good.
Someone else is going to show up. Yeah, that's what I guessed. Yunli.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
She took his sword! Oh!
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now.
I'm a tone.
I need to find out what's going on.
Just a couple of more ropes. See if I get her.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou
IPC.
friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you
I
and your
don't
cargo
know
go.
what happens there.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
Oh yeah, that is a bit
According to the protocol,
of an
all
issue,
cargo
I
arriving on
suppose.
the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go
okay,
on
yeah.
forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Okay, you.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision
almost
without
seems
ever
purposeful
touching the ground.
to
Who
me.
allowed a prisoner transport ship
Wait, are
to
we going
dock
to
at
get
the
to see the
passenger
shackling
terminal?
prison?
Please don't blame me.
We still haven't seen the
This
shackling prison
incident
yet,
involves
right?
the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving.
Really?
And the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the
How
rescue.
did they attack?
They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
I see.
So, an
I
IPC ship
see.
was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhuming envoys saved them? This sounds complicated.
It is.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath.
Okay.
Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Details are good.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Yeah, did you call them the Borisin?
Yeah,
I don't...
Those werewolf monsters are known as
You
Borisin.
called them werewolf
They're
monsters.
abominations of abundance.
Werewolf
We've been
monsters.
fighting them for a very long time.
Can we get a werewolf... Oh, can we get a Borisin
have been a powerful
character?
force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster. And the Alliance even had a fierce
I'm
war
not
with
hearing a
them 3
no.
decades ago. Their presence is faded
Surely
over
there
the
can be a
years.
good Borisin out
thought?
there. Right? Just one good
According to our
Borisin out
officer,
there.
They attacked an IPC ship near the
That you can
central
get as a
Luofu.
character sometime.
Such a brazen attack
Please?
seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah.
Maybe not
That's
now,
what I
maybe
find
not
strange
this year.
too.
Sometime.
It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of
Don't
Astra.
know what sort of
I'd love to
character.
chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Borisin werewolf
Is it a
character.
serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing
Now
a lost
it
property
comes out.
report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
So when the Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
Oh,
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
you know. You saw who it was who took the sword, I think. Lujun, or whatever your name was.
Success and failure.
I don't know. Robin feels like useless in a small fight, so maybe in the short fight.
It's been a long journey, Elder Wyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Who's this?
Don't mention it.
Iron?
Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't
Is
worry.
Yunli
you're
going to
just in
show
time.
up?
It's been
When
a
is
while,
she
my
showing up?
friends from the Astral Express.
Did you miss us?
Sure, how couldn't I have? It's not often we find such moments to reunite and enjoy one another's presence.
Well, thank you.
Since when did he and General Jing Yuan become such good buddies, Dan Heng? They seem to be having a great time.
A lot must have happened without our knowledge. At least, I hope that's the case.
Allow me to introduce you
and
to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills,
okay, we need to
he
just stop
excels in
talking
forging
about
various
the...
weapons.
Ah,
such talents are unique, even among the
makes
Arbiter
me
Generals.
want to get Yunli more.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
The issue here is that... Okay, wait, if I do this, what does the screen look like? Does it... Do we see... It looks a little different. Okay, never mind. I won't do what I was just thinking of doing. Anyways, the problem is, there's this other game. Maybe you've heard of it. Magic the Gathering. Well, my favorite character in that forges swords on the fly to attack enemies, and it only reminds me of that. And it's
well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
Oh wait, I took that photo.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuan? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you, should the chance present itself.
Did you know the Imbibitor?
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Oh, I assume Jin Yuan would have
He
told
remains
him
by
about
my side
him.
as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance.
Oh,
ready to take
Yunli's
on
just
all
cute.
kinds of
When did she get here?
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yunli.
Yep.
It's you!
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other?
Well,
Guess we
I
don't
think
need any
he has
introductions then.
He
What a
wants
coincidence.
to know.
I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes,
just a
it
dagger.
is.
That's
Now
that's
that we've
hilarious.
met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Perhaps.
Hold on a second,
Perhaps.
You
I
took
think
my
that's
sword
leaking to a
without even
conclusion a
asking,
bit.
and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much from Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle
Seems
this with
they
swords,
have two
fine.
different
Let's
codes
have a one-on-one duel right
that
now.
they follow.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
No, I wouldn't think so. But
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet.
legendary
Seeing Miss
flame
Yunli,
wheel
who is among
octet.
those ranks today,
Oh,
I
she's
must
a
say, she
flame
definitely
wheel
has that
octet?
fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For
Are
now,
we going to
Yang
see these
Qing,
two
why don't
fight?
you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn. I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
Sure.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah, you should be able to.
It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lafu and could use some help
Lingsha's the
settling in.
character getting next patch.
Yanqing, once you've helped our
The
guests get
entire
settled,
character
go to the Artisanship
that I want.
Commission
I
Board.
believe. I think.
I've
I
heard
think.
about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Xianzhou sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Law Fu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Okay. Leave the palace of Astrum with Yanqing.
This is the report Xianzhou just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge.
Yeah.
He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at
And
ease.
the IPC can be tough to deal with.
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield.
That's how
This
he
is especially true when you're up
wait,
against the IPC.
he kind of prefers that,
Non-stop
but he didn't
corporate
do
battle.
that with Yunli. He wasn't willing
Well,
to fight
let's
things
not
out
worry
with
about
him.
that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said,
the first
I'm here
time
to
he
broaden
opened
my
his
granddaughter's
eyes.
horizons. I have
Oh, it's
no
about you,
ulterior
perhaps.
motives.
I mean,
However,
honestly, that could be
I have no
letters.
clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well.
Okay, I kind of feel like he's older than
Longevity
Jingyuan.
for the Xianzhou people
Maybe I'm
can be a
wrong.
curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing...
The Merlin's Claw.
She has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like
The
lightning.
Merlin's Claw
Latest in her
strikes like
style.
lightning.
That's not true, General Huai
That
Yan.
sounds cool.
She's
That's
been here a while,
cooler
but
phrase.
I'm sure you've heard of her
If you ask me.
unbridled nature.
Oh, this is the...
As soon as she disembarked from
That's
the
the
star
first
skiff,
fire guy
she
we're
mentioned
getting.
having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
And they think that guy's a host.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao
We're
Qing, I
getting
assume.
sometime.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the
Moza.
Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person,
Jiaoqiu.
Arbiter Generals.
Jiaoqiu?
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean?
I don't know who the
Tell me,
Merlin's Claw is.
What could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to
Maybe
enjoy
the
it.
wind character that's coming up, or maybe a
spectacular
character
view?
coming up in a even later part. I
Did you
don't
hear
know.
that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huai Yan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate
I like
to keep you waiting,
his
so she sent
clothing.
us here.
It's a neat style, if you ask
Once
me.
she's finished with admiring
I
the
like
scenery, she'll
the
personally
color
come
palette.
and apologize
The
to
color
the both of you.
palette. That's the part I'm specifically referring to. The largely red and white with some black and a bit of what was it? Cyan teal? Something.
I forgot to ask Yunli to return my sword.
I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay.
Would you?
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
That would make sense.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, it makes sense to me.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw
The Merlin's
herself,
Claw.
I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation
Okay, it
from
is
Jing
the
Yuan,
wind character.
just like the crew, right?
That's coming up later. Okay.
The war dance is just a small festival.
Never mind.
And now we have two
hear-
Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here.
I'm
afraid
hear
they're here for
Merlin's
something more.
clan. I think like no wizardry, magely, such sort of. But no. I watched a video with that character's what would you call it, with her what is it, her animation set, and I don't know, I didn't find it like wildly Meiji?
Maybe they've come to hold Jing Yuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Lawfu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion?
It seems
or does
to
it
have been.
indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jing Yuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled,
I don't think so, but
it proves hard to extinguish.
But I mean, they have a different perspective, don't they? We can vouch for him. I don't think that matters to them. No wonder we were called back for the ceremony.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles.
Yeah, you may be a good sword master, but you have growing up to do.
Don't
It's
think
fine.
like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults.
I feel
Even
like
if
he
you
puts a
wanted to do
little too
something for the
much
General,
pressure on
it's not like you can
himself
do anything.
sometimes. To be
Did I
an
say
adult
something wrong?
before he's really an adult. Wait, I don't know what she said. What she said wrong? No, I think that's fine to say what? Come on, don't.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
No, I kinda agree with you here. I guess we have to do none of them anyways.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
Sure?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
Okay.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC.
Hey, yeah, that's
You've
actually
heard
true.
of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them,
I
right?
have 2 of them. Stop. I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Wow.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Which giant mech? Okay. Where are we headed? Over there? Sure. Teleport nearby.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words,
Who's
this
talking?
is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Hello? Scott. Okay.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
Oh.
You know
this
what?
the guy from
this isn't my first
Arum
time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears? Or is it just your brain?
I honestly think the
I'm hearing you
inspection is
loud and
kind
clear.
of reasonable
I'm thinking clear,
myself.
and my answer is crystal clear.
It's
Not a chance.
the Xianzhou's
Keep detaining
like
my cargo, and I'll file a complaint
their
directly with your
role.
general.
They have the right to regulate things during it and such. What's all this arguing about? Scott, what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you?
Because you keep
Staying on the
making
Xianzhou, are
trouble,
you?
that's why.
What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
That's not wrong, that's
Aren't
not
you the
wrong.
guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
I mean,
Looks
of
like
course
you've
you
met
would.
this IPC worker before.
Of course you would.
I'm not sure if that's a good or bad
Shifting
thing.
the blame.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before?
Was he kicked out?
Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
Kind of
What
makes
do you mean
sense
by
if they
snatched?
didn't
I've told you a million
check
times.
the
It's a
cargo. Things
security
could
check.
just kind of be smuggled.
Why did you bring the cargo
maybe,
to the
while
Artisanship
they're
Commission?
doing
You brought in
repairs?
some shady craftsmen.
You know?
It's obvious you're trying to steal the
So
IPC's patented
you
technology.
kind of have to be careful with those things,
Listen
right?
here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous
Oh, hey.
items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo.
Hey, Riri.
That's why they called me here.
Thanks for the raid.
Secondly, Where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
How'd your stream go, if you're here?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Luofu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
What?
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation.
Seems to be sorting out a
according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination.
Matter. I don't know why we're doing this in a quest, honestly. Honestly, seems a little bit of a, I don't know, weird quest. Especially for a main quest. This seems more like a side quest sort of situation.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations!
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
No, of course not. All I know is you know too about convincing Scott. Oh, are we going to do one of these?
The IPC
one of these what?
Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before,
debates.
It looks like I'll have to rely
do
on
one
you
of
again.
the debates again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
We haven't like gathered information of our debate. Ah yes, objective help debate help Yanshin in debate with IPC staff. Oh, this is a little different. At the end of negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponents, it is considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it is deemed a failure. During the negotiation process, if either party's morale drops to 0, the negotiation immediately ends. This is different than before. Your negotiation will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale as you make choices. The negotiation progresses until the number of negotiation rounds drops to 0, at which point the negotiation ends. During the negotiation, you can use negotiation strategies, sure. If you're unsure what to do, click to view. Wow, they have made this more
As I
complicated.
recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4
3
of the
morale,
Alliance
right,
IPC
each?
Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Wait. Negotiation strategy. Emotional trigger. Double the results of this round of negotiation. Smoke into mirrors. Skip it. Okay, let's see. Use Yanshin's identity to intimidate him. Emotional trigger.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense.
Boom. Wow. Yanshin's identity.
You were dealing with civilian merchants, where you could use the IPC's name to scare them. But this time, the Cloud Knight Lieutenant standing before you represents the will of Luofu's general, and won't be intimidated by your words.
See, yeah,
Of course,
there we go.
I'm sure we both want a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but aren't we getting stuck in rigid formalities here? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual
3
property,
rounds.
these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination.
Yeah, and
if anything goes
I
wrong,
see.
you will be able to pay for it even with your life.
Intelligentsia Guild prototypes. Okay, just skip the reasoning about and resort out to good old violence. Assure him that you will proceed with caution. Pay you compensation you wish. The Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation. Okay, emotional trigger, smoke and mirrors, pained retreat. Interesting. What if we smoke and mirrors?
Alright, we understand your position, but rules are rules and we can't bend them now. However, we'll note down your concerns and pass them on to management. We'll keep you updated on any developments.
It's kind of fun.
Besides,
just
the cargo on this transport
skipping
vessel
it.
belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo,
Oh, wait. Try to resolve this according to Xianzhou regulations. It's time to escalate. Try to resolve this according to IPC. Show him your extensive connections. Let's do
I'm
that.
pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
what's all this nonsense?
Ah.
Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
I didn't really know what that option would do, but there we go.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Bribe, no. They're just following their own rules. Talk about his unpromising career prospects. No, I think they're we're not doing the bag. I think we talk about his career prospects. He doesn't. We were told that he doesn't listen to reason. Wait. He picks on the weak, but fears the powerful. I feel like the career prospects. Sure.
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and that's commendable, Mr. Scott. But what you fail to see is that this argument is tarnishing the IPC's reputation on the Xianzhou. If this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, it won't just make things difficult for your business, but it'll also have an impact on your career down the line.
Yeah?
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Xianzhou. Like I said, all I wanted was to retrieve the cargo and be done with it, but they just refused to let us go.
There we go. That's a win. I was hoping for
Well, you guys sure know how to
most
argue your
solid
case.
victory, but that worked.
Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
I liked that negotiation
So,
more than the
Mr.
previous
Scott,
ones.
Are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any
Wait,
laws.
who's talking?
Yeah, you've got some
Could it
insight
be
there.
Merlin's class?
Who are you again?
Or
Allow me
Lina
to
Shah.
introduce myself. I'm
See, I
Lina
wanted to get
Shah,
her.
Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission
Because-
on the Luofu.
Hi, you. Also,
Could she be?
I actually didn't really know anything about it, but Cauldron Master. I like that. Alchemy and such. And I like
Yeah.
that.
She's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
And most
I
importantly,
received a report from the Artisanship
Fire.
Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep.
what?
Like I said,
Feels
we
like
won't
we're
inspect
missing
them.
something.
Wait a minute!
Feels like we're missing something
that's
to
more
me.
like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Wait.
According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have
Oh,
confirmed to
when
be
all
of no
biological
threat,
activity
or when all biological
expires.
activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases.
That's...
Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
There you go.
Only 47 years?
You want to wait here for that time?
Why so surprised? You're
There's
still young
an inn,
and
you know.
full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some
There you
confidence in
go.
yourself.
There you go. Wait here for a
Typical
few
of a long-life
decades.
species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Okay, I will say while some of the things happening here has made me even more excited and interested in getting Yunli because I like to counter-attack. The same is actually also true for both of the Payu characters who we have seen now in this quest line as well, so I'm even more excited for them. So kind of counteracting
Sure thing, Mr.
things.
Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Look, IPC Walker, Mr. Scott doesn't want to be here for the rest of his life.
Inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Groveling? Sorry for the trouble.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Oh, you're annoying, Scott.
This lady is really something else.
Indeed. And...
Is this the IPC product?
Oh, wait, actually, I was going to mention something about your leaks, but... Oh, wait, is this a new one? A new enemy? Cool. Very cool. So, I was going to mention something about Linisha's leaks. And actually, I don't want to mention very much about leaks on this stream because that's not what the stream I don't want to talk about leaks when people might not want to hear about the leaks. I try to keep the leaks to a minimum. I try to not spoil people. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel Terror Grip. When the Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel a Terror Grip, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state and be unable to perform actions. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Step up, let's see ya.
Okay, well, no, let's wait for Ronman to back us up.
Sam in position.
Every petal in all will be swept away by
Here
the
we
wind.
go. Now we
just right. Let the show begin.
hit it. Hey, it's too bad this new
Burns to ashes!
invention of the guilds is weak to fire.
Set the seas ablaze!
Fire weakness.
Nice like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
No votes for the what?
It ain't over.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
That okay, that was a little faster than I expected.
Were you seriously
Closing an
planning to
open
leave
can
this stuff
ask it.
unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
Scott.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Interesting thing that almost had like a wolf-like appearance as well, reminiscent of the Borison.
But seriously, I
should have pointed it out while it was still on the screen.
I swear on the Amber Lord.
I actually believe Scott here, but
Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC
I don't
guest to
think
the
he
Skyfaring
actually meant to get anyone
I'm
hurt,
on it.
but
Please follow me, Mr.
doesn't
Scott.
mean his judgment wasn't flawed.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
Yeah.
I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why'd you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
This reminds me of... I've been rewatching a show lately. I've been rewatching... Oh, no, don't play now. I've been rewatching the show called Star Trek Voyager. And their spaceship has nerves. Has new biological systems in it as part of its systems. So that's just like a very similar idea, concept.
I'll take
Sci-fi
some samples for the alchemist to analyze
concept.
and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
At least I think.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Wait, what?
Perhaps they're trying to create
What's
a
wrong
new
with...
weapon?
I'm sorry.
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship.
I'm actually not seeing the flaw, but that's
No wonder
probably
the
because
IPC
I'm
were trying to
comparing it
obstruct our
directly
inspection.
to...
I'll contact the 10 Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their
Hmm.
final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman,
We're going to get to
please
see
go
the
with
prison,
Cloud
aren't we?
Knights and explain the situation to the
I've
judge.
been wondering what the shackling prison's like. Are we going to fight things in it?
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the general's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
Small? Young, cute, miniature? Miniature?
Huh? As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Okay, yeah.
A big deal.
Yeah, I went to save my Stellar Jades for you and the Pioneer guy.
We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
It's actually funny. I only just looked at the Pioneer guy's animations like yesterday or something. And I'd read his abilities and what his abilities do before that. And I was like, this is talking about like cooking and such. And I mean, I love cooking. I've mentioned it on the stream before. I love cooking. It's a fun, well, it's a hobby of mine, cooking and baking. So I have nothing against that. But I was a little worried. I'm like, I want a pie character, not a chef character. But I watched his animations and it's like, actually there is a fair amount of fire in there and it has quite the fiery feel to it. So actually, fine.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Okay, the quieting of... Are we going to run into Xianzhou? QQ. Oh, sorry, just had to mute a sneeze there. I think I muted it.
News is spreading pretty fast.
Though it's funny, if I had to have gotten a 5-star, a 5-star abandoned character, I would have rather it have been. Well. I actually really... the only character at the moment that I really regret not getting right there. I like the whole deal with you and Mr. Tail and
all these years. And the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea
only
remains
character
the same.
at the moment that I really regret not getting.
There's nothing more nostalgic
Oh, maybe
than our
strongest character I regret
You're
not.
a Luofu native, Miss Linksha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy
Okay,
Commission.
didn't know this.
It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung.
So if
I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
I actually like it, yeah.
Even if it's
Giant
impressive,
trees are cool.
it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion.
The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Yeah, I've actually often thought about how interesting it is that the immortals are hunting immortals. Yeah. Why such a serious topic all of a sudden? We can't just make wild speculations about it. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea?
My bad. Well, since you went through the
Lighten the
entire
topic a
Ambrosial Arbor
little.
crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
Yeah, we were all there.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission.
Fair enough. I mean, I think
The
the...
Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a
Was
point
it
where
the
fixing it
leader of
seems
the
impossible.
Alchemy Commission was
I'm looking
Sanctus
to remedy
Medicus, or am I
Wondering if you
misremembering?
could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Linksha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Linksha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years.
Yeah.
If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus,
Yeah?
but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission.
It sounds
Our Xianzhou forebears knew
difficult
this
to
well.
just
And that's why
completely
they entrusted the
eliminate
duty of
people's
guarding the roots of the
desire
arbor
to
the Vidyadhara.
live.
However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the
Oh?
emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming.
Actually, I find that
I was also
interesting.
implicated and had to leave the Luofu.
I find that interesting. I would have figured an exile from one of the Xianzhou ships would be an exile from all of them. That's how I viewed things, but it sounds like that's not the case. Could Dan Han have just gone to a
And guess who
different one of
arbitrated
the
the case
ships?
and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Oh, you might have a grudge against him. Do you have a grudge against him?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Now, do you have proof that his decision was wrong?
Alas, why is your face
Because
turning pale, Yunli?
oftentimes I've found him to be...
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power,
Have
they may
that
sometimes
things
have
too.
to make tough decisions.
I don't know.
I won't hold any
Do we
personal grudges against him.
have the full story here?
Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is
He
a
actually
luxury we
seems
can't
like
afford.
a very good leader, Jinyuan.
Lingsha, you're back!
In fact, maybe one of
waiting
the
ages for
better
you.
leaders so far. In this...
Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world.
Indeed.
You stole my sword. Give it back.
Do you start all the conversations the same way, Yanqing?
Let's skip the introduction part then. Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
What?
Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword.
What?
It was you who lost focus.
Yunli, you still haven't explained
really
it.
Expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But
Yanqing, are you accepting that she just tacked to your sword?
Know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Doesn't seem like he has a problem with
flying
it.
Sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
You throw your swords too, Yunli.
Fine. You don't have to give it back.
You throw yours too.
I'll take it back myself.
So is this the road dance?
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Dan Heng? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Do you have insight here?
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
And why not, Linsha?
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Are they going to
I've
fight?
received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission
Who will
are
win?
still infested with abominations.
Oh wait, no.
Seems
Is it
like
going
my
to be a
predecessors left
competition?
quite a
Just
mess.
like
So,
more like who can
if you two
kill them
want to
all?
determine who's better, why not focus on them
Abominations.
instead of each other?
I wanted to
Clearing
see
out
them
some
fight
abominations?
because I actually really like
Sounds
both
boring.
of their fighting
It's the
styles.
Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out. It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go, sure, yeah.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here.
Okay.
If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
I mean, I guess Yunli does know her
It's for
better
your own
than
good, little
we
Yunli.
do.
While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
Sure.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Okay. Oh, this group is not quite the group I would use. I don't know who do we use with Yanqing? Who do we use with Yanqing? Aventuring, but he's not going next to Yanshin. We don't want to pull aggro for splash attack. So, okay, we go here, Aventuring. Yes, because we need to have a shield up on Yanshin. Then maybe we... It actually could be nice to have Topaz and Nambi, because Yanshin can do a follow-up, and that works with Aventuring. So maybe Yanshin, Topaz and Nambi, and... How about...
Looks like we're working together on this one. I suppose an extra pair of eyes won't hurt.
Ranmei? Yeah. I think. Either that or Robin. No, Ranmei. Sure. Let's do this for the team.
Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour.
An hour. Okay, we're going to be fighting here for a while.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
An hour of fighting with Yanshin. When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. The number of enemies defeated by Yanshin and Yunli is recorded here. I think I should have done Robin. I don't know.
Still. Blade and flight. Easy, Numby. Go, Numby.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
Here we go.
Hedge your bets.
Can we take that one out?
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
It's his fighting style, Yunli.
Watch your head.
It's a cool attack. Maybe an Hurry run or something. The silly thing is, if you look through the list of characters that have been released, like, we had such a long time between in fact, no, we had Topaz and Nambi as like the only fire character in a year. And then we got Firefly, and then
Stay away.
then we're getting two more fire characters, like a bunch of fire characters in a row.
Cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
Time for swordplay.
The market is unpredictable.
Right. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
Let's see about taking this out.
Watch your head.
The follow-ups. I love the follow-up attacks. They're fantastic.
There's more to life.
That said, I don't think Yanshin's done a follow-up yet.
Enjoying yourself?
Watch your head.
How many can you block? Strike with heart. Practice is over.
I feel bad for him. No follow-ups. He's just outright killing them, so he's not even triggering his extra follow-up attack.
Liquidation!
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Let's trigger that.
dice have been cast.
And that.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Steady.
Eternal.
Back everyone up. Come on, follow up with that. Nope. Yanachin is doing a good job at demonstrating why I don't use him.
Hedge your bets.
Yes, he is.
Time for swordplay.
Let's see. Even if I got the follow-up, I know it's not going to work. Here, can you get the follow-up attack here? No, you
Some value, I
failed
suppose.
the 50-50 the one time it survived. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah.
Watch your head.
There we go. I think he did better. Oh, he did. Okay, good. Well,
You got lucky.
yeah. He gets his sword back.
Give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa.
Ah, there's the maturity.
Lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's
I
weapons.
don't think your sword's rusty.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away
I mean,
with
actually, a flaming sword can be rusty. Yeah,
If you think
it
you
could
can
be,
just
maybe.
take
I
the
don't
sword
know.
from my
I don't
hand?
actually know.
Go ahead and try.
Yeah, I don't think he can. He uses... He's like a dexterity ability. Yo... Oh, whoa. Yeah, see, he's zipping around. Oh! Yeah, I like the way she... That's Mulin's clap. That's Mulin's clap.
Well fought, my young friends.
I just kind of wish... I don't know, mage. Like...
However, both of you have shortcomings.
Sure.
One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single
She looks
strike.
cool. She looks cool. I was just hoping the... I don't know, the character named Mulin's
Who are you?
claw would
Me?
be less martial.
I'm just a patient seeking medicine
Eh.
from the Alchemy Commission.
Caster, like...
A passerby, if you will.
Oh, you...
I thought I'd see my
Sure,
fill of
that's
impressive
who
fights
you
during the
are.
war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Honestly, I thought that's where they'd take it.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength.
Linsha, do you
No
know
grudges
who she
between
is?
you. I don't believe it.
Is someone.
What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao?
Yes.
Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
With Bailu?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you.
Could it be that you're... the Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Yep.
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Unbeknown to
Isn't
none.
that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu.
A dozing general.
A humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
That works.
Sounds much better, right?
Lacking in rivals.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive.
Yeah, that actually...
Now that the sparring session is
That's
over,
a...
Yanqing
That's
and
a
Yunli,
title.
shouldn't you politely
Humble
thank
and
General Fei Xiao
impressive.
for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
I liked the fight we got. See, that's what I was waiting for.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Okay.
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Oh, wow, decades?
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough.
I don't think you
Now,
had to
if you'll
put an
excuse me,
effort.
I need to find a spot and get some fresh
Yo,
air.
powerful. You didn't break a sweat or anything. Oh,
Back
here we go.
already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the
I think
Ambrosial
that's
Arbor
a
crisis.
cynical look. That is.
But I know you're going to say
think
but,
morale.
right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The cloud
Yeah,
knights on the
I
streets
feel it's
remain
a little
vigilant.
bit of a
So at the
pessimistic
very
view.
least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this.
But
As for other
well,
matters,
who knows?
I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused
Maybe
from
I'm
future
just
meetings
too
with
optimistic.
generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are
Sure.
saying, and how those close to him behave.
Okay.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of
Kind
power.
of what I thought she was doing,
Thanks for
honestly,
enlightening me,
so...
General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
No, I think he's got plenty
By the way,
of enemies.
You met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Oh?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Really?
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
Wow.
Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
What?
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Okay, which person could you be referring to there? I assume maybe the general, but maybe someone else, I don't know.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yunli swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Yeah.
Mine too.
As I said, she's powerful.
Yeah, but to go up against Yunli is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace, it almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Oh, here
You think so too, right?
It's true. She's going to learn. Yep, those moves are fabulous. The general is totally something else. Oh yes, Xianzhou. The general is something else.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up.
I mean, we've already seen his amazing
Cloud Knights in
fighting.
the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself.
Yeah,
After all,
yeah.
generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance.
You don't have to fight.
Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside.
Yeah,
With
you took
that
on two
mindset,
very tough opponents.
You can prevail against most challengers.
If you can just fight those two at the same time, you can fight
By the way, now that
probably
today's events are
most
over,
people who would
General
show up
Jingyuan
at
wants to
the
invite all of you to the
dance.
seat of divine foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important?
Bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
Sure.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Okay.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff, sir?
I can be a tool to miss a tile in
Head to the seat of divine foresight, sure. Oh, I could have done that earlier too.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
I like to use your technique to get around on occasion. It's silly, but it's fun.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
I kinda thought we were introduced there,
These
but
three brave
I don't really see the
accompanying
reason.
me into perilous
Sure.
places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Fu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation.
What's the Yu
But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats.
Okay, yeah, sounds like
After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance.
A demonic planet? Oh, that
There are
sounds
fools who doubt
cool.
your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
Okay.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
I don't know, I'm not
Marshal wanted
surprised.
me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
What does that mean? Since it's the Marshal's orders, do we need to step aside? Good
No need for
question
that.
there.
You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
He seems to
By
think
introducing
so.
the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same.
Sure.
As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance.
Yeah, I kind of want to get to that.
By the way, I've prepared a gift
Instead of
for the
this.
war dance.
A gift for the war dance. Mouch? Is this?
Yes.
I know she gets
It's
some
this case
swords.
right here.
Right? Oh. It's not going to read this aloud for us. This case gleams with a muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts.
Yeah.
How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
That would be a kind of weird situation, honestly.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword
Good
case is
question.
intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
That's a
I don't mean to
little
boast about our
anticlimactic.
skills, but
It's
this
empty
sword
right now.
represents the pinnacle of the Ju Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands. Tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering...
A little
who would be
anticlimactic,
worthy of such
yeah.
a sword? And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover,
I mean,
I hear
maybe?
that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster, so it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
Oh.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
You guys don't have to fight so much.
And even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
Yeah, that's
exactly what I
kind of what I thought they'd do in the
knows who's
first
gonna come
place.
out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It looks like Fei Shao was right.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Yeah, see, I want them. I want to actually see them
have other guests
finish
here.
a fight.
I've prepared this sword
Come
to
on.
add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance.
I agree,
While you
actually,
both seem
though.
confident that you'll win, you
Honestly.
need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings.
Honestly, it feels
Actually, I
like
have an idea.
it would be bad for either of them to win it. It's like, oh, he was just going to give the sword to one of the two apprentices of the generals. I should have just done that in the first place instead of holding a tournament for who gets it.
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you.
Exactly.
If you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together.
You two
I
will
want you
likely
to
be
take on
some
an
of the
apprentice
most
who will take part
powerful
in the war
it.
dance and win
But
at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay.
I mean, yeah, that's
I'd be
important.
greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance, by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Ouch.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork.
Wait, is Mouch going to be
the winner and the
both
loser will
of
learn a
their
valuable lesson
apprentice?
regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
I agree.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
Honestly, not just because I know
Why
she
am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
gets a new
I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie.
Home?
You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll
With
probably
swords?
realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate,
Isn't
Mouch.
this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think swords are really the Trailblazers style, and Dunhan has his own. I
March
think
is
they're
like
more
a piece
fitting.
of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me?
Really?
If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't
I
that
still
make it
be
hard to
fine,
catch people
Mouch.
off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Yeah, you can do
Looks like
well
March's
enough.
curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point
You're
is
not
to
going
know
to
each
be a
other's
master, but you'll
defeating your opponent in just one
you'll
move.
do well enough,
Boring would
Mouch.
that be?
I'm sure.
Plus, what really decides a sword
I actually have no idea what the new Mouch's kit is.
It's the solid
Other than
fundamentals.
imaginary hand, I don't know what
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say?
abilities and such.
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach,
Enough with the bickering,
let
you
me
two.
be the ringmaster instead.
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Time for you to become the best swordmaster on the Express. It won't be working the back then. All up to you. Time for you to be
At
the
least
best
that way,
swordmaster
I won't
on
have
the
to worry about you
Express.
accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a
Now,
little
when does he...
initiation gift.
when do we get more promise for Yumiko and... Well, how...
Shouldn't it be the
How
other way
about-
around? General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
What?
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here
It
because
was
the
the
general
bickering
said he
that
had some
got us to
important
that
matters
point.
to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
It was the bickering.
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
But also the bickering. But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face.
Okay.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yunli into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huaiyan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My
Look
apologies.
who is attacking
I
Genuine.
invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Okay.
So please, be prepared for the meeting.
No worries, answering a few questions is no big deal. Perhaps we should just pack up and leave tonight. No worries.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but you know. Sure.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
And for some of us, it is.
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years.
I think.
After all,
I
your
think
great
though,
victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance
they
system
live
every
long
day.
enough,
So
right?
I'm well aware of your great feats.
Even as
How's your health
Paxians,
holding
don't
up?
they live a few
Still stable,
Laneth?
I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was
Pichu.
it Pichu? Or Katio?
What?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission
Wow.
from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition.
What is
It's
this
thanks to him that I'm
condition?
still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huaiyan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago.
It's fine.
Although the
We
report
took
from
care
the
of
Luofu
it.
explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded.
The Ruin
or
Legion.
how exactly the Stellaron hunters and the
I don't
Astral
feel like it
Express
used that
became
name.
involved. This puzzle has
Heard
many
before.
missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons.
Oh, I think
The
I
Lawfu
missed some
Preceptor
of
has
this.
also
I
leveled
don't remember.
accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles.
Huh.
She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the luminescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark.
I kind of feel like you purposefully mentioned it to someone uninvolved.
Be for the best.
Maybe I'm
I understand.
wrong.
I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements, a moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose.
Hule?
To visit Hule.
What a... Ooh.
Hule?
Huh?
You
Hule?
mean that Hule? The Boris in Moorhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling
We're going to
prison
see the
for over
Shackling
7
prison.
centuries?
We're going to see the
The
Shackling
nemesis
prison.
of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually,
Hule looks
only
cool.
emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
Can we get one Borison
The
that
Foxians and
we
the
can get
Alliance
on
made
our
a pact
side?
to combat the abominations,
Please.
aiming to achieve
I can't
justice
steal
and free
you.
their kin.
I'm asking again.
That werewolf
Just one
monster is to
Borison.
be forever imprisoned in the dark
That-
recesses of the
that we
Shackling
can
prison, facing unending retribution.
Recruit.
Given
one.
the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
IPC. Oh.
No.
Are they causing
Never.
trouble?
Yukong. Have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Oh, she is... Is Ron May going to be involved in this? After a day of running around, you finally arrive at Patrico Inn for a well-deserved rest. This night, your restlessness from meeting the general and the bustling crowd before the Wodans keeps you from falling asleep. Oh, that is a shame. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep?
Oh,
Where did
no.
March and Donham go?
Oh, hearing the Trailblazer. Yeah, animate me. So yeah. times. Okay. Here we go. Ready to train, Mouch? Why are you here too, Yuanqing? What kind of master waits on the apprentice's doorstep? Mouch, show some respect to your master.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight.
Nope.
I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent.
Shouldn't Yunli be here to teach her as well?
If you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
None of that.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so heartless. By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
You skipped the answering the question right there. Mouch's POV. Here we go.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back?
Hey.
So disappointing.
Mouch is a trailblazer. She's not tied to the Luofu. The Luofu.
Master Yunli, you're already here.
Words.
Sorry.
Names are hard.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning.
I mean, it was nice of you.
As the host,
but
I'll
is it
be teaching
customary?
Miss March the essence of Luofu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu's swordplay then.
Stand aside,
What if she
rookie.
beats both of you?
Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to
there
you.
we go.
I hope you put it to
She
good
gets a
use.
new outfit. I knew that. I was wondering if we'd get an explanation, and looks like we are.
Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful.
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
Very nice, Yunli.
Master Yunli.
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zhu-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Maybe her swords come from Yanqing?
You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a
There
pair
we
of swords
go.
overnight.
And they match the
Unfortunately, I
outfit
didn't have time to
that
ask the
prepared
craftsman
by
to customize the
Yunli.
swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
There you go.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
Actually, if you compare your gifts, it looks like you're coordinated. But share.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Here we go. Your new outfit.
What do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started.
Okay,
with the
do I get to
Person next to me is a
see
Cloud
what
Knight
her
instructor I
abilities
brought
are
in.
now?
For your first lesson,
Maybe?
try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
I honestly have no idea.
Actual combat training
She could even scale up at different steps that I'm not expecting. I don't
heard you have
know.
some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on.
Honestly,
Step
she's
forward
good.
and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of.
Good.
It's important for us
I
to
think
grasp your natural
she'll be
movements,
good at this.
so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Oh. Feast in one go. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, I can't look at her abilities. I need to. Okay, this is not the lineup though. This is a very specific lineup. Let's do something more general. Like. Let's. Maybe we go Rabin Runway Adventuring. Wait, I said adventuring. Come on. Adventuring. Yeah. She's hunt, she can provide damage, will boost, maybe. Yeah. Adventure and adventuring can shield. Sure. Here we go.
Ready?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Okay, no rush, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? I just put together a party. This isn't the party I put together.
Me fight.
Understood. Now I'll ask Master Yanshin to teach me some moves.
Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge from out 7 and make her realize powerful abilities. What?
The sword-bladed fight! Right on time. Practice is over. Swords descend!
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
I wish I had the spare tickets to put Yunli on top of the other characters. So she has this counter. It's up to 3 out of 7.
Strike apart! Right on time.
Oh wait, I don't. I'm
swordplay.
not doing this right, am I?
Severing mountains! I'm starting to get the hang of it. Oh, I get it!
What is this?
With a true heart and focused mind, here I come!
Within the self, not the sword.
Okay.
Slap! Yes, you! Right on time.
A one-time enemy.
Ready to shine.
So then we, for instance, use this on Yunli. Use Q ultimate.
Leap through clouds.
Then because she's attacking,
Yes,
Mado
you.
just getting some charge, and let's see what this
Time
is.
to show you what I can really do.
What are you thinking about? What is that? What's the? Okay, what's this ability?
White tiger, less cards. What's this?
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Practice is over.
Okay.
Swords descend.
I didn't catch what she said.
How many can you block?
I could take 10 of you.
Okay, so let's go here
Here you go, master.
and get her ability ready.
To earth.
Go counter, super counter ready.
Strike while the iron is hot. Strike!
And now, there we go. Then,
All right, check out this move.
huh. This mouch is interesting. I'm not sure exactly where she fits into a team, to be completely honest.
Nice job.
Within the self, not the sword.
It's kind of a weird playstyle, if I'm honest.
Time for swordplay.
Melt. Leap through clouds.
Oh, I was going to use her ult again. I thought we'd get another wave.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make
Oh, are you
heaps of
going to
progress.
teach her some more?
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on
You both disagree, don't you?
her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require
I
agility.
actually think
So
Yanjin
what's
might
more
be more
important than
correct
footwork?
here. And with the dual swords.
Instead of
Maybe
focusing
some
on her strengths, we should address her
dexterity.
weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What
Though
good
actually
is
I
being quick
agree
on your
with
feet
here
if you don't have
needing
strength?
some
It's
focus.
not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you?
Yeah. Fair point.
It's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Just do both.
Aww.
Teacher. They're too stubborn. Both of them. Oh, wait. Okay, it's cool. Thank you. I like it. Switch paths. When the same character, the light cones and relics will be independent. I don't know what light cone I'd want to use. And, well, never mind, actually. We have a free cruising in the Stalu Sea just sitting there, completely unused by anyone. I think this is actually a very easy pick. Oh wait, no, equip. There's no enhancing that anyways. Okay, let's look at her abilities. Ooh, complicated stuff. Deals imaginary damage equal to attack to a single enemy and gains a point of charge. And then when it's all ready, it deals 3 hits each, causing imaginary damage equal to 40% to a single enemy. Also, can we see... Okay, it only goes up 8%, so it won't get as much. Okay. Whenever dealing the final hit, there is a 60% fixed chance to deal 1 additional hit of damage up to a max of 3 additional hits. Energy regenerated from using enhanced basic attack does not increase with the number of hits. Okay. Talent. After Shifu uses an attack. Oh, let's go to skill actually. Skill designates a single ally, excluding this unit, as a Shifu and increases Shifu's speed by 6%. Ooh, I didn't realize this. After using a basic attack or dealing 1 hit of enhanced basic attack, damage triggers the corresponding effect if Shifu with the specified path is present. Oh, interesting. Erudition, Destruction, Hunt deals additional damage based on Shifu's combat type equal to 10% of Mouch's attack, and this is triggered when using basic attack or dealing 1 hit of enhanced basic attack. Okay. How many Nihility Preservation Abundance increases the toughness reduction of this instance of damage by 100%. Interesting. Then back to this. This mentions Shifu, which we now know. After Shifu uses an attack, ultimate, Mouch 7th gains up to 1 point of charge each time. Upon reaching 7 or more points of charge, Mouch 7th immediately takes action and increases the damage she deals by 40%. Her basic attack gets enhanced and her skill cannot be used. After using enhanced basic attack, it consumes 7 points of charge. Charge is capped at 10. Oh, I thought it was capped at 7. But it's even better. Also, I didn't realize she went immediately. I will say the thing that's disappointing a little, though I suppose it's fine, is uses an attack or ultimate. No follow-ups. Follow-ups don't count. Follow-ups don't count. So I think like fast characters who act multiple times and maybe characters that take extra tunes or have fast ultimates. Those are some ideas for Shifu here. And ultimate deals imaginary damage equal to 144% to a single enemy, increases the initial hits per action of the next enhanced basic attack by 2 hits, and increases the fixed chance of additionally dealing damage by 20%. Okay. If Mouch 7th is on the team, she gains 1 point of charge at the start of the next battle whenever an ally uses technique, up to a max of 3 points. Oh, that's interesting. After using her technique, regenerates energy. Forwards her action at the start. That's good since she wants to use her support as soon as possible before another ally. After using enhanced basic attack, increases Shifu's crit damage by 60% and break it effect by 36%. The last one, March 7th, can reduce the toughness of enemies whose weakness type is the same as Shifu's combat type. When breaking weakness, triggers the imaginary weakness break effect. Oh, fascinating! Can we take a look at the... When Shifu is on the field, it increases March 7th speed. Slan. After using ultimate, increases crit damage dealt by the enhanced basic. Okay, what was this one? After Shifu uses basic attack. Oh wait. Never mind. After Shifu uses basic attack or skill to attack an enemy target, March 7th immediately launches a follow-up attack and deals imaginary damage equal to 60% of March 7th's attack to the primary target. Ooh. Oh. Additionally, it triggers the corresponding effect based on Shifu's path and gains 1 point of charge if the attacks it. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. Okay. Can I double check what is 10% of my okay. Yeah. Do they expect me to equip relics or anything right now, though?
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters.
Yunli's face
honing my
back
sword
there.
skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yunli, the granddaughter of General Huaiyan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the
I'm
Express,
wondering what
I'll definitely
characters
show
I
off my
would use
skills and
this
impress you all.
March with. That's something I've been
Forward
thinking
to your
about.
reply. Yours, March 7th.
Oh, I could read these since it's not going to, yeah. Days and nights fly by in the Dellog as the woe dance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her 2 masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing a tennis elbow. And that day after the sword training.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Maybe I have a chance of defeating my masters. Just watch, I'll win a fight when the time comes.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
She's a talented fighter.
I
I'm
understand
not
why Grandpa
surprised.
always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Ah, you two are still arguing after weeks.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one.
I don't think you kicked his
So remember how I
butt.
kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
I don't think that's actually quite how it happened. You
my
didn't
butt.
finish fighting.
Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Really? I thought you were going to fight
Yeah,
in the
I'm up for
in
that.
the tournament.
And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
Wait, save it
Deal?
for the row dance, guys.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
Oh?
There's talk that the leading disciples
Oh,
of the
hey.
Luofu and Juming generals were supposed to
This
face off in
guy.
the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
But they're thinking of smashing each other's faces in right now.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
I think they'll be fine.
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired box from the Yaoqing.
This is Mr.
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer
That's
working
how
for
you
the
say it.
general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it.
Jiao.
So, you're the participant attending the war dance
Sure.
on behalf of the Yaoqing.
Maybe I said
And
it
you were
right.
trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts.
No,
I'm
I
just
don't
here on the
think he's-
general's orders to
He's
take care
a-
of
he's a
some
magic
official business.
cook.
I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just
See,
ways for
that's
people to show
exactly
off
where
their
his
skills.
specialty lies.
How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm getting hungry, I'm getting hungry, I'm getting hungry. How about all three?
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Also a cook.
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
It
So,
is.
You're the general's cook?
And magic
I'm a
both.
healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want.
He can be
Seeing
both.
the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm
both.
just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing.
Yeah.
After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
That's true. Seems like he just got abandoned.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids? Ugh.
Do you
That's not
recognize this
where I
bottle
was
of
going
medicine
with
in my
that.
hand?
No.
No?
This is called
Tumble
tumble
dust.
dust. An extract from an exotic
Yabra?
flower named Yabra.
Yeah, bruh.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with
Yeah,
a
I
sword
don't think
than,
people are fighting
you know.
with medicine and
did get you all
poison
wrong.
in the
You're not a feeble
tournament.
scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous.
Yep.
How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister?
One lying down.
In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
I mean, it's the winners
battlefield
write
reshapes
the
all
history.
notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
You're the
When I
one
was
who came
appointed
into
as
the
the ringmaster
conversation
for the
saying
War
they should be
I asked the
practicing
general,
instead of
We
teaching.
Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay
They're
enemies.
teaching and that.
Why do we have to swing
Practicing
swords in
in a
a
way.
ring just to
Yeah.
please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of
Are
all
you trying to boost
War
morale?
dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue.
Showing the
Forge
Cloud
alliances
Knight's
from
might,
all over
I
the
suppose.
cosmos.
Yeah.
When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yunqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so
Neither
highly of
have
it has
I.
piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
I'm starting to actually wonder, how long this quest even is. I'm not sure we'll be finishing it today at this rate.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
In fact, I kind of want to wrap this up soon. I went to... honestly, wait, can I check something really quick? She's not on this banner, that's something I wondered about. I don't know how... if we... Travel lag. We're doing this. Prerequisite. I think we're doing that right now. Aha! Okay, we get at least one from this. We'll want to do that. Oh. Oh, Idleland rewards. Oh, we can get what, 3? Okay, so we can get some really neat one from it. Okay. How long is this up? 13. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Here. Yunli's banner lasts 20 days, 11 hours at this point in time. After that guy we just attacked through, his banner comes up. I'm kind of thinking maybe we pick this up and finish this then when his banner comes up, yeah. His banner, he's actually still here, never mind. Yeah. What if we do that? I don't feel this is as pressing of a quest to get to as this is like more of an intermission in the story than the Penacony quests, for instance. So if we come back to this when I don't know how to say his name. His name's tough. When he releases, I can pull for him. I'll likely have enough jades, honestly. I mean, what is it, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's the first day of the month. The 5 more tickets from the which one is it? Yeah, there. These refresh in 3 hours and 14 minutes. 5 more oh wait, I should check. And I'll farm some more stellar jades, and we actually should do these 20 ropes though. But yeah, we'll get to what was it, Xianzhou? Something like that. And we'll probably finish what's left of this. Oh, I'm actually really glad to get that Asta. And I've been wanting Asta's Eidolons for a while. I think I just have 1 more left that I need to get. Yeah, we'll come back. It's Xianzhou's. And I'm kind of hoping that so the next patch has Linisha and Aishao. I think that's how you say both of their names. As the 2 characters in it. I'm kind of hoping Linisha is second, so I have more time to farm jades up to expand on her banner. I want both of my fire characters. Honestly, I'll point out, at this point in time, databank, where's the databank? There it is. At this point in time, I have every fire character except for Hook. I'd like Hook, sure. But in fact, not only that, but the fire characters I have are some of the best equipped characters I have. I put special attention into getting all my fire characters equipped. One second, I was curious about the achievement. Specifically... okay, no. I'll grab those. In a single battle, trigger one bean soldier to appear in Mount 7. This is... here, master, it's tea time. I don't know exactly what to do. And this as well. Okay. Anyways. I think we'll come back to Star Rail. Not immediately. 20 days from now? 20... okay. Yeah. In a couple of weeks now. And yeah. So... and I think I'll also farm the materials for the fire, the cook over there, because I think I'm close to I think I'll be guaranteed to get him. I just hope I can get both him and Linisha. But, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Until next time, please do try and have a blast. Bye.